Good morning, dear children. So now we are going to start the new session of 2021 and 22. And my name is Kuldeep Upadhyay, and I will be teaching you English grammar. Now in English grammar, the first lesson is parts of speech. Okay. Parts of speech. The English sentence, the words in English we can say. Okay, these words are divided into 8 parts. Okay, and those 8 parts are: first one is noun, pronoun, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, interjections. So these names are, I think you are familiar with these names, because in class 3rd, 4th you have studied about these terms. Okay, so these 8 terms are known as parts of speech. Okay, speech means what? What we speak in a sentence, that is a speech. Now the words used in that sentence, what kind of sentence, what kind of words they are, so that these names are given here, and these such words are used in the parts of, in the sentence. Okay, suppose noun. Now about noun, we know that noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing, isn't it? Noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. So whatever name we give to anything, that is noun. Suppose here in front of you can see the blackboard. So what is this thing? How we identify this thing? So we have given the name as blackboard or green board. Okay. Now in my hand this is chalk. So this thing is a chalk. So how we are identifying, or how I am describing it as in one word. So I say it as a chalk. So whatever name comes out from our mouth for anything or any animal or place or person, that is a noun. In front of you, around you, wherever you are sitting, wherever you are going, sleeping, whatever you are doing, of course, whatever is around you is noun. Everything is noun. Okay. So, definitions. Now, one by one, I will define these terms, these parts of speech. So first one is noun. Noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. Okay. You can look into the book also. You can see in the book, or after watching the video you can refer to the book also. The definitions are clearly given here, and you may find it easy to understand, because these terms you are studying. You have studied past 2 years, you have studied about these terms. Okay, not deeply, but something you have studied. Okay. So first noun. Noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. For example, we can say chalk. Okay, chalk, pen, book, mobile, many more. Okay, then the next one is pronoun. Okay, now pronoun, we have seen or studied that a pronoun is a word which is used instead of a noun. Pronoun is a word which is used instead of a noun. So hope you remember the pronoun. Second word is pronoun, and it is a word which is used instead of a noun. Okay, so in a sentence or in a paragraph, when a noun is repeated, so in order to avoid that repetition of noun, we use pronoun. Okay, see the sentence here. Radha is a good girl. Then again, Radha is a player. Okay, so once Radha is written here, then again the second sentence the same noun is repeating. Okay, so we don't need to repeat this noun again here. Instead of this noun we can write she. Okay, we can use she. So for girls we use she, and for boys we use he. In this way, many pronouns are there. Okay, see, I, we, you, they, he, she, it, and many more are there. His, her, him, etc. So many more are there about pronouns. Now, the next is verbs. Third part of speech is verbs. Verbs. Okay. This part of speech, what it tells? A word, when it tells about a work or action, that is a verb. Okay. Here in the book it is given, a verb tells what someone does, is or has. What someone does, is or has. Okay. Before that, you must keep it in your mind that the verbs refer to action words. Action words. Okay. Then it is given in the book, a verb tells us what someone does, is or has. Means what someone does or doing, or what someone is, then what someone has. Okay, like I have a pen, then Radha plays football, or Shyam writes a story. So when I say Shyam writes a story, what is verb here? This word is verb, writes. Okay. Then in the same way, I have a pen. Now here have, it is showing what someone has. I have a pen. So this word is verb here. Understood? Now the next is adjective. Adjective, you are familiar with this word. What is an adjective? An adjective is a word which describes a noun, or it tells the quality of a noun. Suppose a tree is there. So how we will describe that tree? By its color, shape, size. Okay. Like the tree is green in color, leaves are green in color, then tree is tall. Okay. Then the trunk of the tree is very thick. Okay. This way we describe the tree. In the same way, many nouns are there like coffee or tea. How would we describe this tea? Tea we can describe as sweet tea or hot tea. Okay, cold tea. Isn't it? Then the same way, ball we can describe by saying the color of the ball is red, shape of the ball round, okay, size of the ball big. So all these words used here, these all are adjectives. They are describing the noun or telling the quality of the noun. Okay. Then the next comes an adverb. Okay. An adverb. Adverb is a word that adds something, the meaning of a verb. Okay. An adjective or another adverb. This is adverb, and adverb we can say it modifies a verb, adjective, an adjective, and adverb. Modifies means we can qualify. Okay. An adverb modifies a verb, an adjective or an adverb. Among these three, anyone it can modify in the sentence. Okay. Now you can see in the example. Let me write first. Melodiously, he sang melodiously. Then second one we can write he Sadashiv is very tall, or we can write very intelligent. Very intelligent. Okay. Then number 3, we can write let us play outside. Let us play outside. Then number 4, any name? What name? प्रखर, प्रखर, okay, प्रखर plays piano very well. So 4 examples I have written here. First example, Geet sang melodiously. Okay, so here sang is verb, okay, and melodiously this word is adverb. Now this adverb is qualifying or modifying the verb sang. It is telling, see, Geet sang. How did Geet sang? Okay, so Geet sang melodiously. Understood? So here adverb is qualifying verb. Okay. Then next one, Sadashiv is very intelligent. Sadashiv is very intelligent. So here now intelligent, this word is adjective. Okay, intelligent is adjective here, and very is adverb. Adverb. So this way adverb is qualifying or modifying adjective. Okay. Then next, let us play outside. Let us play outside. Here I should write adjective. So play is verb here. Okay. And outside, this is adverb. Adverb. Okay. So here we can say that adverb is qualifying verb. Okay. Then next one, Prakhar plays piano very well. So here again very and well. Well is adverb and very is also adverb. So we can say that adverb is qualifying adverb or adverb is modifying adverb. Okay. So once again I shall repeat this one. Adverb is a word which modifies a verb, an adjective or another adverb. Okay. 3 things, 3 parts of speech it modifies or qualifies, we can say, or describes, we can say. Okay. First one is verb, second one is adjective, and third one is adverb itself. Okay. Adverb. So these examples were given you here to show that how adverb is qualifying verb. Geet sang melodiously. Here adverb is melodiously and it is qualifying verb sang. Then next one, Sadashiv is very intelligent. Intelligent is adjective here and it is showing how adverb qualifies an adjective. Then third one, let us play outside. Here adverb is outside. Okay, and play is verb. Okay, so here the adverb is qualifying verb, and here the last one, very well. Okay, Prakhar plays piano very well. Okay, so here very is adverb and well is also adverb. So both are qualifying each other. So we can say that adverb qualifies another adverb also. Okay. So this one was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth parts of speech. Now the next we come to the sixth one. Sixth is preposition. Preposition. Preposition is a word which tells about the position, location, direction of a noun or pronoun. Okay, or also it shows the relation between one noun with another noun, one pronoun with another pronoun, or a noun, relation between a noun with another noun or pronoun, we can say. Okay, suppose the example, the teacher sits on the chair, on the chair. Okay, so here on, this word is preposition. Okay, and it is showing the relation between the teacher and the chair. Okay, teacher, chair. Where is the teacher, or where does the teacher sit? The teacher sits on the chair. Okay, the same way many examples are there and many prepositions are there. Prepositions are wide. Okay, so here in the book, the definition is given as a preposition is a word that shows the relation between a noun or a pronoun and some other word or words in a sentence. Example is given: the waiter put the plate on the table, the cat is hiding under the bed. So, except these examples or prepositions, many more prepositions are there. See the prepositions: in, on, over, across. Okay, then into, upon. Okay, so prepositions in, on, over, across, into, upon, then, beside, behind, after, before, many more are there prepositions. Okay, so what you have to understand that preposition, it shows the relation of a noun with another noun in the sentence, or it shows the relation between a word with another word in the sentence. Okay, now the next comes conjunction. Next part of speech is conjunction. Now conjunction, you must be remembering this word, conjunction. Conjunction. Conjunction is a word which joins two sentences. It is also known as joining word, linking word. Okay, or connecting word also we can say. Joining word, connecting word, or linking word. Any of the three we can say. Okay, what is the function of conjunction is to join two sentences or two different nouns. Okay, example, if we say about the words bread and butter. Now you can see this and is conjunction here, and it is joining two nouns, bread and butter. Okay, in the same way, bread and jam. Okay, then in sentences we can see is a guitarist. Okay. Then again, Meera is a guitarist. Okay. Both sentences, what they are having the common thing is both the persons are guitarists. Only the subject is different here. Okay. So we can add these two, join these two sentences together with the help of a conjunction. Now we see Raj and Meera are guitarists. Okay, so Raj and Meera are guitarists. Now we have joined these two sentences with the conjunction and. Okay. Simple example, I was absent. I was absent. Another sentence, I was sick. Okay. So these two sentences we can join with the conjunction as I was absent because I was sick. Okay. So the conjunction here is because. Okay. So in this way, many more conjunctions are there, and you have studied also about those conjunctions. Different conjunctions are there. Those conjunctions are used to join two sentences. Okay. Then the next comes interjection. The last eighth one is interjection. Interjections are the words which are used for sudden feeling. Okay. Interjections. Interjections are the words which are used for sudden feeling, or we can say to express strong emotions. Okay. Here it is given an interjection is a word or a small group of words we use to strongly express an emotion. Okay. Suddenly the word which comes out from our mouth to express our emotion, that word is interjection. And when we use interjection in a sentence, interjection is followed by the punctuation mark, exclamation mark. Okay, like ouch, I hurt myself. Okay. Then alas, she died. Okay. Then hooray, we won the match. Okay. Then any more? Here it is given in the book. Oh no. Oh no. I forgot my mobile. So here these words, ouch, alas, hooray, oh no, these words are interjection words. Okay, and interjection words are always followed by a exclamation mark. Okay, that means we put exclamation mark right after the interjection word. Understood? Many of you get confused between interjections and exclamatory sentence. So exclamatory sentences. So that is a sentence like what a beautiful dress! Exclamation mark. Okay. So this is an exclamatory sentence. Okay. And we use exclamation mark at the end of the sentence. Here, in case of interjections, interjections are certain words which are used to express strong feelings or emotions. Okay, and these words are followed by an exclamation mark. Understood? So this is the difference between an exclamatory sentence and an interjection. Keep it in your mind. Okay. So this way we come to the end of the discussion of all these 8 parts of speech. Okay. Now one exercise is given on page number 2. Okay. The answers of this exercise I will give you in the study material. Okay. You have to copy this exercise or the answers and the exercise from the study material in your notebook. So whatever is mentioned in the study material to write in the notebook, that only you have to write in the notebook. Don't write unnecessary exercises in the notebook. Okay. Then one more thing, as I have given as soon as you get the study material, start preparing your notes, because on 4th of May you have to submit your notebooks for correction. Okay, so before 4th May all your notebooks must be completed, and you shall not make any kind of delay. Many of you bring your notebooks, if the date is given 4th May, you will bring it on 5th, 6th, 7th or 8th. That is not possible. Please don't make such problems. Okay, because we have to not only check 3 or 4 copies, many more copies are there to check. So bring the copies on time. Okay, and complete your work on time. Then live classes, see, due to the network connectivity and some problems, it is not possible to take the classes live. We can interact, or we can you can ask about your doubts in live classes. Okay, if you have any kind of doubt or such thing, you can ask in the live classes. Okay, live classes timing will be given to you on the WhatsApp group, and you can join it at the same time. Understood? So one sentence from the exercise I will mention here. The sentence is, several areas of Bihar and West Bengal were flooded. Or we can take another one. Wow, India won the match. Wow, India won the match. This exercise, what we have to do is, we have to read the sentence carefully and mention the part of speech of the word given in the sentence. So, you can see in this sentence, first word, second word, third word, fourth word. This is article. We will not mention about this article. Okay. First word, wow. So, wow is interjection. Then second, India. What is India? Noun. Then third is one. What is one? One is verb. Then the last one, match. Match is noun. Okay. This way we used to tell the parts of speech about the words, which part of speech they are. So separately we will write the words and give their parts of speech. Okay, wow is interjection, India is noun, one is verb, match is noun. Okay. The same way the answers will be given to you in the study material. Okay. And here we finish our first chapter. Okay. So as soon as you get the study material, complete your notes properly. Okay.